the Big Head Bookworm. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. Wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing, I hope your day is going brilliantly and you are having a cracking one at it. And you got up this morning and thought, great, I am ready for the day. Even if you just got up this morning, then, or are thinking about getting up this morning, or at some point in the day you might consider getting up. Count that as a win. That is a day that you have won already. If you can hear some noises, my son is upstairs and he's playing on his PlayStation whilst connected to a friend. And whilst he's been brilliant, every so often he leaps around and it sounds like the ceiling is going to come down. It isn't, but there could be some extra noise that you hear. I am here with a video that started weeks ago. And I will be passing to Louise in the past. If you are here, then you know that I like books by Agatha Christie. In fact, yesterday we went to the cinema, the lad and I, and we watched the new Agatha Christie film by Sir Ken Branagh called Death on the Nile, and it was great. Was it the best thing ever? Pretty close to it. It was sumptuous and glamorous and ridiculous and all the things that you want an Agatha Christie film to be. It had a moment of pathos, it had good scenery chewing performances. I loved it. Came out there. Oh, the lad enjoyed it too, which is amazing because he doesn't actually like murder mysteries. I was stunned that he said he would come and watch it with me. He didn't used to like murder mysteries. He always used to go, oh, I can't watch that. I can't watch, you watching things where people get killed for enjoyment, which was always a bit of a brutal thing from an 8-year-old. But he now has sat and watched A Midsummer Murder with us. Cosy crime is the way that is our viewing, is our crime viewing. We don't like authentic. We like cosy crime. We like ridiculousness. We do not want authentic or real. Nothing realistic. No. We like Midsummer Murders for the daftness of it. That's what we like. So when I actually said, come and sit down and watch some, come and watch this one. This will show you what it's like. It is not realistic. It is pantomime. He sat down and he watched it and he could see why we liked it. And I said to him, Agatha Christie is very similar. It is cosy. It is the sumptuousness of it. It's the place. It's the glamour of it is what's amazing about Death on the Nile. And we watched it and we loved it. So I am a huge Agatha Christie fan. And when I was showing you the books that I had read last year for the Read Agatha 2021, I realised I didn't have a full Agatha. Well, I knew I didn't have a full Agatha Christie collection, but I really like, oh, I haven't got a full Agatha Christie collection, which seems wrong. And the covers that I really enjoy of the books are the Fontana editions of the 70s and 80s. I like the blood splatter. I like the inexplicable use of animals, stuffed or not. I like the gruesomeness. I like the fact there are no flipping quotes on the cover. It is just an image, Agatha Christie, and the title. That's what I want from a cover. I don't want quotes on the covers of my books. Can you tell that annoys me? And I don't want stickers on it either. Two things I don't want on the covers of my books: stickers and quotes. I'm going to have to live with the quotes because it just seems that they're obsessed. However, I decided I am going to collect as many Fontana editions as possible to try and complete my Agatha Christie collection. So but also if I have the book in another edition, it's not a Fontana glorious 1970s, 1980s edition with a stupefyingly chilling cover, then I'm going to go out and get it. The majority that I have got so far, I have got from eBay. And I'm going to have to, I think eventually I'm going to have to be more creative. You don't see them in secondhand bookshops. I have looked and I haven't seen them, but I'm going to make it much more of a mission to see what I can pick up. Yeah. So I had a look to see what I have, and I have 29 Agatha Christie's in the Fontana edition, and at some point I will show you them, but not today, otherwise it'd be too long a video. So I do have 29, which I have organised on my bookcase, and I have written what I have down, and I treated myself to some from eBay, and I'm now going to pass you to Louise in the past, opening some packages featuring books. Hello, BookTube! Thank you, future Louise, for passing to me for this first unboxing of the Agatha Christie's that I've ordered in. So I should have just explained to you. I'm going to say it again just in case I didn't explain to you, or I could cut this bit out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it in, even though we've got dodgy light and I'm trying to do it quickly. This is the first unboxing of the Agatha Christie's Fontana editions that I've ordered. So I've been on eBay and various sites, and I'm trying to get hold of the Agatha Christie's for my collection. I'm increasing my collection. I'm going to try and get as many Fontana editions as possible. Excited. So here we go. I've got two parcels here. I've got a single one and I've got a bigger one. And I think the bigger one, it's either a consolidation of a couple of orders from the same place, or it's a book bundle. And I don't know which. So we're going to open that one first. So it's this one. I've undone it because it's really noisy stuff. And I have, oh, well, I say, I wasn't expecting that. What is this? I've got a kind of a, in Merry Christmas paper, a booklet, it feels like. I am confused. Confused, says I. Oh, wow. Thank you for your order. And they just sent a little notebook. Ah. That's nice, isn't it? Well, that's a real sweet thing to do. So it's a little, they've given me a little notebook, a little spotty notebook. And thank you for your order. Well, you are a darling. How nice is that? So I've now got this great waffle type stuff to try and get into. Can I do it quietly? Otherwise, that's an awful noise. Oh, I say, it's very protected. This is like pass the parcel, except I'm going to be the winner. I already am the winner. They sent me a little notebook. Who doesn't like a notebook? Oh, excuse me. Regretting not having scissors in here. Because I thought, oh, I won't need it. Yes, it's a consolidation. It's a consolidation of various books. So I found out I had ordered from the same seller several books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've ordered 8. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't remember which ones I've ordered. They've come really quickly, actually. Here we go. Put that there. Oh, they're delicious. So, I chose the Fontana editions, A, because that's what I had the most of. So practically it made the most sense to go for that. But B, and much bigger B, is because the covers are delightful in their unpleasantness. Oh my gosh. Now this is going to need looking at for some time. Mrs. McGinty's dead. Oh, look at that. It's got a fly on it. And blood, naturally. It has to have, is that blood or just staining? I think that just might be staining, or do we think that's blood? I don't know. How brilliant is that? Actually, you know, I can't remember what condition they said these are in. I expect them, they're 1980s paperbacks. They're not going to be in the bestest of condition. When was this? Yeah, 1984. This was printed. So it is a little bit worn, but I'm not buying them for their pristine nature. I am buying them for the sheer delight of the covers. Look at that. That is heavenly. Sorry, I'm just going to move that. I'm going to have a good look at that. That is so good. Oh, isn't that brilliant? Here we go. Again, that's This is Agatha Christie's Cards on the Table. We see there the Fontana obsession with blood is writ large, with obviously another card killing. Cards on the Table. It's a most excellent. Oh, that's quite filthy on the back. $1.99. No, 99. Just 99. That was. Let's see. When was this edition printed? 1981. 40 years. It's a 40-year-old little paperback. For a 40-year-old little paperback. Well, it does need a bit of a clean, but yeah. That's just glorious. Look at that. I will give that a bit of a wipe over. Lovely. I didn't realise actually how lovely these actually are going to be. Elephants Can Remember. It's a good one, isn't it? Using the gun as the trunk and the head. Spots of blood. Excellent. Elephants Can Remember. So the Hercule Poirot, there is all Poirots, aren't we? That we are going for. Let's see when this edition was. 81. So again, 40 years, nearly 50, nearly 41. Now this must have been one of the more. So how much were these? That was only £1 when it first came out. That was £1 as well. That's £1. Miss McGinty's Dead was £1.50, whereas this one was quite expensive at £1.95. I paid more than £1.95. I paid between £4 and £5 per edition, really. Which actually, you can't buy them new for that. You can't go out and buy a new edition for that. And I am getting. Excuse me, the edition I really like. I just got up this. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Curtain. Oh, I've got hiccups. Oh dear. That sheer excitement has given me hiccups. Have you ever known anything so ridiculous in all your days? Sheer excitement, I've given myself hiccups. There we go. Curtain. Poirot's Lost Case. Look at that. I've read this once. and we have it on. I think we've probably still got it. I don't know whether we've still got it to record, but I've recorded, but I've never read it since because I just was so upset. I was so upset at the end. Another Poirot. I didn't realise I got all Poirots. The ABC murders. I have this in the bind up, so this is just makes me so happy. Again, a Poirot. A's for Andover. And this is Asher battered to death. Now, this one I have. This one I actually already have at Bertram's Hotel, which is the Marple. But I actually already have this, so I've duplicated. I was buying a set of 4, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get all 4 that I don't have. So there are some that I'm going to get duplicated, and I'll just have to decide what to do with them at some point. I don't know. I'll wait and see. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? That's actually not that unpleasant, disappointingly. Interesting, a bit threatening. Partners in Crime. Gun Barrel coming at ya. Tommy and Tuppence. A huge Tommy and Tuppence fan. I do need to reread them. Pined for the excitement of their earlier lives, but not for long. Oh, yeah. So yeah, Partners in Crime. So that's one I haven't got. And again, this is one I have got. After the Funeral, which is a glorious one. It's £1.95. So this actually this one very good edition. I'm actually not sure this has been read. This feels like it's not been read. I know it opens up a little bit. Beautiful edition. My word, the typeface is small. Yeah, 1985. Positively recent. That's been read a bit. And actually this one's not bad edition. It's got a bit of a crease on the front. There's a horrible sticker on the back. But I've already got this one. So After the Funeral. Hercule. So there are 2. I've duplicated 2. I'm going to have to put those to one side. But look at that. 6 new Agatha Christie's in my collection. Well, new as in new additions to me. I'm so thrilled. I think that means, did I have 29? So now that's 35. And a little notebook, which I should put with it. How lovely is that? So this is the other parcel. So it's just a standard letter book. Oh, here we go. No gift with this one. Automatically not as pleased. No, I wasn't expecting that. It's in... Interesting way of doing it, but I like it. Oh, it's a Miss Marple. My word, that's in good edition. That's in good condition. Good Lord. That is in beautiful condition. That feels new. Agatha Christie, Sleeping Murder. Which, if you've read, you know the significance of those gloves. I know. A magnificent climax to Miss Marple's long career in crime. That's right, it is her last novel. As she tackles a perfect murder that has escaped detection for 18 years. Oh, it is excellent. I didn't read it last year. Oh, that's so good. So when did this come out? Honestly, this feels like it's not been opened. How did I get this? Again, only £4 or £5. 1985. Does it actually tell me the month as well? That would be even more fabulous. Yeah, October. So I do believe that this has just sat somewhere and not been... Because look, you could... Oh, how brilliant is that? Sleeping Murder. So, what a glorious haul And I've got to have to have a look at those. That's what I've got. I'm actually going to have to sit and have a look at the covers and absorb their Fontana heavenliness. There we go. So I shall pass you back to future Louise, and we'll see if I've got any more. Bye. Hello, I'm back. We're back into the present day. All timey-wimey. Here we are, back here. So this is a stack of books. These are the new ones with my notebook. Which I should keep the Agatha Christie notes in, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll do that. As yet, it is untouched by pen. So maybe I should do that. Suddenly I had this mad idea. Why don't I write a review of each book in it? And then luckily my common sense went, no, don't do that. You'd never do it, which is true. So these are the books that I got from that particular haul, and I got this crazy notebook. My husband actually bought me a book as well. I was talking about Crooked House and the fact that I could picture what the cover was, and he actually went and got me this. He looked it up and he found this. Isn't this brilliant? So the Crooked House I have as well. It's not exactly the same. This is a Fontana edition. It's not exactly the same, but it is. I'm going to keep that. That's going to be my edition there. I don't think, having looked at the Fontana range, I can get every book. I don't know whether they did a complete print of every one. So we're going to have to improvise at some point. I'm going to get to the point where I can't get any more, and I'm going to see what I'm missing, and I'm going to have to look to see what other editions I want. I really don't want the modern ones. I love the modern ones, but they would look so out of place with the ones that I've got that I don't want the modern ones. Although I do like the modern ones, but they would look so out of place, and then it would be such a mishmash. So I don't want that. So here we go. So this is what I got. I did an unboxing, and the lighting was so bad. I'm just going to show you. So I got all of these from the same seller on eBay that I got the majority of the previous ones, and I think she's called Vintage Corner or something like that. She's got quite a lot of Stephen King's and other vintage books from the 80s and 90s. But she has a good range of Agatha Christie's and these particular ones. So I bought these individually, but very nicely she consolidated and sent them in one package. So I have 4 here ready to show you. I'm going to start with this one. How beautiful is that? Why didn't they ask Evans? Isn't that not just so clever? It doesn't have the Fontana obsession with blood, which is a shame. But it does have a golf ball altered to look like a skull. And if that's not brilliant, I don't know what it is. It was at the 17th hole that Bobby Jones's game fell apart and his ball vanished down the chasm. On the rocks below, he saw the crumpled body of a man and overheard his last words. Why didn't they ask Evans? And hearing, I shouldn't have done that. And hearing those last words could bring Bobby Jones into mortal danger. If I remember rightly, this is a standalone with no particular detective. In fact, I'm sure of it. They have done this as a marple on the old telebox, which I don't think it worked. I think it's better without the well-known detective. I think it's better as the original. So why didn't they ask Evans? Miss Marple's final cases. Oh, that's just... I mean, it is literally just a heart-shaped... No, look what I've spotted. Fontana blood, Fontana blood. Isn't that brilliant? That was in very good condition. This is in slightly less condition. Still not been overly red. I mean, obviously the spine is slightly cracked, but it's nowhere near as bad. So it's a pin cushion with some pins in, but it's blood coming out of it. Well done there. The lady from St Mary Mead is back. She requires all her powers of detection to solve the 6 cases presented here. So it's 6 cases. I think, is this the Tuesday Night Club? Is it again that? It could well be. So the 13 problems is when Miss Marple is... they have a Tuesday night club where a group of them get together and they tell a mystery and they try and solve it. And the idea is that the person telling the story will know the solution, will know who actually did it, and it's whether they can guess who it is. And Miss Marple gets it right every time because she has a just brilliant way of deducing things. I don't think this is quite the same. I don't think it is a Tuesday night club. I think it is all different mysteries. I have read it before. I don't really like short stories, but I like Miss Marple's short stories. So I'm actually going to put this to one side and read it recently in the near future because I can't remember some of them, so that would be good. This is a standalone. It's one of Agatha Christie's spy novels. So she wrote quite a few. Tommy and Tuppence tend to be more spy based, more about espionage, about conspiracy and covert operations. How's that for a grim cover? Look at that, just the eye. And then the blood. Ooh. A large number of persons, a large quantity of jewels, enormous sums of money have disappeared. Confirmation of the manufacture of a secret weapon has been obtained by a British agent. All the persons concerned were meeting in Baghdad, and the code word was... It's not really a code word, more of a code sentence, actually. A white camel loaded with oats is coming over the pass. And that's all you know. So it is one of her spy novels. And again, I've read it many times, but a long time ago. And my word, that is small print. You're going to have to read that in the daylight because that is tiny. They're all as bad as that. That's not that bad. That's quite bad. That is the smallest of the print. When did this come out? Well, not when did it come out. When was this published? October 1984. That's another thing I really like, these editions. They always give you the month as well as the year. And for some reason, that pleases me greatly. It pleases me. When was the final cases? February 86. So that's more recent than that one. This feels unread. Some of these books I have been so fortunate about. Others look like they've been read thoroughly and enjoyed, and I don't mind that, but this does not feel like it's been read. It's in beautiful condition. Look at that. There is not a crease on it. It was £1.50 originally. I pay about between £4 and £5 for them, so I couldn't actually get one of the newer editions for this, so I am living my best life, quite frankly. The last one I got was The Murder at the Vicarage. It's just such a great cover. The name, the title of the book, an off-putting picture. Happy Days. That really is quite unsettling. I'm not really sure why I find it so unsettling, but I do. This is one of the quite famous covers of the Fontana range. You quite often see this one when people talk about Agatha Christie's. And the older times, you quite often see this one, and I think it is because it's so unsettling. There's something so eerie about it, which I love. This is a Miss Marple. This is the first Miss Marple. If you're going to start with an Agatha Christie, you would do a lot worse with that from starting with this one. Didn't put that very well, but that's what I mean is that, you know, if you want to start with Agatha Christie, I recommend starting with The Murder at the Vicarage. It is the first Miss Marple, and it gives you that cosy crime, classic English country village, horrific crime, unrealistic, lots of gossip, lots of intrigue, Midsummer Murders. It's a good one. It's a good one. I think this is set after the war, isn't it? The Colonel was dead. There was no doubt about it. There, as large as life, or should I say death, lying sprawled across a desk in a horribly unnatural position. I pulled myself together and went over to him. The cold hand that I raised fell back, lifeless. And it is narrated by the vicar of the said vicarage. So there we go. That's another 4 Agatha Christie's to put to my collection. I love the colours and the typeface. Some of them do say what the typeface is. I wonder what the typeface is. No, it doesn't say. Some of them, they do tell you what the typeface is. The typeface is, don't they? But not this range. But I love the typeface. I find it very comforting. Is that weird? Maybe. So let me show you them. So I've got 20, I had 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 41 in total now. I am getting there. That was that range. Look at that. I love the colours. The primary colours that they use, the bright font. Just beautiful. I'm so pleased with them. I think they all are glorious. My 2 favourites out of these, if I had to pick favourites, go on, force me, twist me. It's hard. Sleeping Murder, I think, is such a beautiful cover. I like the blues. I like the use of the gloves to do the trees. I really love that one. I find that so unpleasant and unsettling. It pleases me greatly. And I think Murder at the Vicarage. I think those are the ones. Actually, these are not the bloody ones, are they? As in got blood on it. But they are still grim. So good. So glad I've started this. I'm not going to be doing this every month. I'm not going to be talking about the Agatha Christie's that I bought every month. But I'm going to come back sporadically throughout the year and show you where I'm up to. And then at the end, I will unveil my collection. Let's hope I can do it. Yeah, I'm sure I can. There we go. There we are, BookTube. This has been brilliant. Let's do this again. Bye.